Going to get into how the divine masculine is feeling regarding the separation with him and the karmic partner. We'll see if he's already jumped towards, if the majority of them have already jumped towards, wanting union with the divine feminine, or how they're doing in this coping energy. Let's see, because right now there is a breakup, there is a divorce going on as I'm shuffling the cards. We have the Justice card, and that's exactly when I press play. Thank you so much for the likes, comments, and subscribes, everyone. I appreciate all the bookings, everyone reaching out, okay? I appreciate it. If you have any questions pertaining the video, please comment down below. I will gladly answer your questions. And more of team supporters and members, if you would answer, that would be even better as well, okay? Thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see how the divine masculine is feeling regarding the split with the karmic partner in future reference to being with the divine feminine. Okay, let's see where they are in their coping mechanism. Let's see what we've got here for the divine masculine. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana. So he's putting in work. He's ready. He's like, I want good fortune. I want good karma. I want good luck coming my way. I want all good things to come my way. I'm tired of bad things happening. And you know what? I'm tired of blaming the wrong party for the bad things that are happening. Just because there's two polar opposites here, two different political views, the karmic and the divine feminine, or the divine masculine, whoever you're watching for. Just because there's two polar opposites, sometimes he's been putting the blame on the wrong one, just because there's two different traditional views. One that's serves him and the other that will serve him as well. So he's ready for that. He's ready for that completion. The Wheel of Fortune is the card number 10. He's ready to get going, and he realizes that it's with the karmic that really that bad fortune and bad karma has been happening, because he's been trying to fight and suppress the other traditional view, or the other way of that he should be living. Does that make sense? So he's ready. There's no doubt about the work that he has to put in. If he's like saying, I got to go to work, he wakes up, on time, he's sharp, he's together. All right. So he's somebody who's ready and ready for it. Once you realize where all of the bad energy is coming from, and where all of the bad karma and the stress, you eliminate that. And he's ready to not only eliminate it, but to work for the good, to work for. So if regardless, if they know that they're coming to you right away, if they are coming to you right away, if they're not, this is coming towards you regardless. They want the good work. Some of them know that they're going to you and they're working towards you. Some of them are working right now, and then it will end up that way. But as long as they're releasing of the karmic blocks, ties, people, places, and things, everything from the 5D corrupting, interfering with the 3D. That's awesome. Okay, the Seven of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is exactly what I'm talking about. Those people who boss him around, telling him what to do, what to think, why this is good, why this is bad. But instead of believing it for yourself, instead of knowing it for yourself, this was where he would, blame the divine feminine, or the divine partner, for everything bad that was going on, because of what they believe and what they think. And you remember, he's part of that militia. He's part of that military camp, which the Seven of Swords represents, leaving some sort of bossiness, some sort of military camp, some instruction, a boot camp, and put it in modern day how it is with their household. And this is what that talks about. But this is him going to take a stand. He's not level grounded here. One foot's up, up that little level board, and the other's on the floor. So this guy's on that level floor, and he's going another way. So he's going to follow the traditional views that belong to him and not to another, but there's some sort of humbleness that he's going to need also with this Wheel of Fortune, looking at humble. I always want to say humblitude, because, these people were ones that helped him. These people were ones where he needed to be, even before he met the divine feminine, or even before he was inclined to his spiritual journey. These were people that helped him along the way. These were people that helped him, keep his mouth fed. Any time of your day, any hour of your life is very important. And this man or this woman has spent quite some time with these other people back here. So, he's going about it in a very, again, strategic way with this air energy. But he's ready to go. I mean, again, if you looked at previous readings, the one right before this one, he's trying to like the Five of Swords energy. He's trying to protect those around him still as well. Those are family members. Those are blood members. Those are parents of his children, or people that just fed his mouth for some time, or been emotionally there for everything that's been going on in his life. You name it. And so I believe that a part of that air energy is him trying not to tell them that they're wrong, or that, anything, because these are political views that they believe in, traditional views they believe in. They believe in love to be one definition. Just because he believes in another, he's not going to kill their vibe. That's a very Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy, especially Gemini. With that air energy, they're logical. They're not going to, it's almost like you can put them in the government seat. They're not going to tell us everything. There's mermaids and this and that and all that out there. We can become crippled with what we know, or we can end up going to, harm ourselves or harm others. Just that whole, mysterious Hierophant and High Priestess vibe. And he's really a part of his Hierophant or his High Priestess, because right now, I get a sense that he really is trying to be humble and work towards good karma, good fortune. You won't get anywhere by telling people what you believe in is rubbish and what you believe in is nonsense. So he's keeping quiet. He's keeping humble. He's trying to protect those around him that, what, this has worked for them for so long. And just because I'm going astray here, doesn't mean that you need to believe that what you believe in isn't real. We all believe in our own things, and we all find our happiness. So I do believe that's part of his attitude here. Six of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I love this card. His hard work and hard efforts will not be put to waste. So Divine Masculine, if you're watching, or Divine Feminine, whomever, but if you're cross-watching for this is a great thing. This tells me one thing, that those people around you that you so much care for and you love, of course you do, family and friends and ex-lovers and children, this tells me that they're going to praise you. They're going to worship you to a point, but they're going to be proud of you for that you're fighting for what you believe in the long run, at the end of the day. Okay, so may right now be that they're going to be very upset with you, but you are taking those burdens. You are taking that responsibility. You're taking responsibility for your actions. You knew that you once took accountability for groups of people or for one person. And you know what? You're going to take that with you, and you're going to fight for what you know is right in your heart. Okay? I'll let you look at that card. It's actually my favorite card in the deck. And not only will they be proud of you and love you no matter what, especially your blood members, okay? They will, in the end of the day. This is what Spirit is telling you, okay? Is telling them. There's a more sense of humility here by the way that you're going to go about those actions, okay? Because they've always been telling you what to do. You guys have always been telling each other what to do. It's been a team effort. And now that you've realized your calling, how are you going to, go after that without hurting people that you love, okay? And this is what's going on here before the curtain comes up. Before the curtain goes down. This is Divine Masculine taking the time out for himself to be thankful before and after his journey. This is before he sets out in his journey, to be like, you know what, I love these people. I'm going to do this for them. I'm going to do this for me, for my children. But, for me, I'm going to do this for the love of myself. I know that I believe in something elsewhere. I believe in creating my own legacy off of something that will never fade, never topple down, because it's something that I believe in. It's something that I can work for with my own hands. You know what I mean? It's something that I can do. And this is a question for himself, and those people who are there at the end of the day for me, rooting me on, are those people who really love me at the end of the day, and so he's going to have to keep going and moving forward. There's a sense of, of course, he's got emotional ties with people, and you can't ever cut those. You can't cut what someone has done for you, but you can cut the blocks of which people are trying to keep you bound to something that's not going to serve any good. And when those are cut, you can be able to do for your own, and that's what the Divine Masculine is doing. So we're elaborating on this Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Lovers, the number 6. Okay, so this is where he's going. First of all, let's go ahead and clarify it as if this is where he is. This is something that he's going to have to leave. The top of the deck, the Ace of Cups, new love. 2 of Wands, more Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I love how it connects these two fire energies, okay? And then, like I said, a Gemini, but a Gemini's perspective nonetheless, okay? And he's definitely listening to his divine as he's praying right here with his right hand over his chest or her heart, or This is someone who steps out, or someone who knows that the ball is in their court, that they have life ahead of them. They have their own views and traditional views to go find and to go live and to be happy and to be real in yourself, because it's nothing like living in a place or in a home or living life where you have zero meaning, where it's not that there's no meaning, but I hate to say that someone who spends any time with anyone, you have nothing there, but it's not what's going to keep us going. You have to understand that if it keeps falling in misery, if the tower keeps breaking down, there's a reason, and we have to go figure that out. That's what that Two of Wands talks about with the Ace of Cups, with the Lover. So this is a new aspect. This is where he's going. He wants to find love. He wants to find his partner. He wants to find who he's been there with. He wants to do that. You know what I mean? He wants to find that. And then the other part of that is this Two of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then we have the Justice, Libra. So, this is how he feels with these people. These are the two, these are three air energies, but this is how he feels about those people, because I do believe he's really still trying to protect them. I was saying in a few readings back that, is the Divine Masculine being naive or not? Because he feels so intense for the Divine Feminine, and he's still living somewhere where someone can see him every day. So is it being naive that he can't seem to hide it? No, because it's not that he's trying to, because he is being smart about it, strategic about that. That is one thing we know. So how he's not saying certain things. He's not looking people directly in the eye. He's not showing up 100,000%. He's just giving like those Hallmark cards out, bestowing this. The way he speaks is like a Hallmark card. He's leaving a lot of blanks out, and people understand that. People understand, can see that he's working towards something, and he's not really involved with those people here with the Temperance card, card number 14, if that means anything to you. And there's a fire energy here that also knows and is aware of that. So their karmic could be a fire sign. But again, they learned from them, and they're moving forward to find what is really for them. But this is how they are in their current situation. I'll let you look at that. This is the Two of Swords, and this is the Seven of Swords, the two air energies here. And then we have the 11, the Justice, and that's the Justice here, is because there's going to be a divorce, there's going to be a breakup, there's going to be a balance of the scales, because somewhere between these two need to come together. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go, and I won't need to lie to you forever. I won't need to do that to you forever. You know what I'm saying? So let's clarify this Justice card here for the Divine Masculine. Okay, we got something. The Transformation, the card number 13. So that's beautiful. A Scorpio energy. Okay, that's the old past. That's the old self. You probably can't see him. He's in a black cloak, and he's kind of touching the back of her, like, kind of going like that. So not lean down, but kind of like that, like go on, and this is like saying bye to old self, saying bye to old people, old traditional views, things that no longer serve you, because you're not moving forward, you're not progressing, but mostly it keeps failing. When you try and you try and you try and you want to put that effort in, just like an air sign would, you keep trying to put that effort in. It's not that of a water energy, where you look and you gaze into someone's eyes because you really feel it. This air sign, I feel like he gazes into those people's eyes because he knows what it means, and they will gladly take that. I hope you get that. But it's not about the word and the definition. It's about acting that out. It's about acting it, feeling it, and not just doing it because the intensity, the meaning of what it is, but he has not been living in meaning. I hope a lot of you understand that. So with this air energy, not only that, okay, so he has not been, so some of them really revert to, regardless if they're not looking people in the eye, but some part of them is not there. They're living double life. You know what I'm saying? They're living double lives. So I think a lot of them are just realizing that they don't want to live that double life. The Judgment card is here, card number 20. They don't want to live those lives anymore. They can't. It's taking a toll on them. They have this with a lot of them, and they want this also elsewhere. They can't live that double life anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of them are just kind of tired of living a facade, living in a fake, a dream. And we had to see that 10 of cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because there is a love that needs to be, and there's a correspondence with that air and water energy in which the effort is put in. So a lot of people will fall head over heels for the effort because that's something they want to do, but we need effort without emotion. What's time without putting a little love and effort into it? I don't want you to just give me time. What are we going to do in that time? And so together we can, and he's going to search for that where both ends meet. Okay, and that is where the scales balance here. Okay. Oh, perfect. So thank you so much for tuning in. That's where the Divine Masculine is. He is more than thrilled to get this work done. Some of them may be aware they're coming to you. Some of them may not, but it's going to end up with their divine partner. Thanks so much. Bye.